Hello, everybody. Okay, let's see. We tried something fancy, so let's see if I can get back in there. Hey, 1 minute until we're late. Guess what? We're not late tonight, gear. Boom, baby. How are you tonight? Hey, Dave, how are you? Eric is not here yet. He's coming in. Sorry, if you guys can hear that, you have to go to the other room, Abigail, and tell me if you can hear that. Unfortunately, there's going to be some background noise. If there is, oh, well, no big deal. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Oh, sorry.
Abigail, you got to go in the other room and see if you can hear it. Okay. Okay. Hopefully y'all can't hear that. I finally started tonight with my pressure canning. And
Whoa.
I chose 30 minutes before the live to start. So, yeah, that's fun. Hey, Garrett, how are you? Hey, Broke Farmer, how are you? Susie Jacobson, Broke Cowgirls here. Rebecca Davis. Actually, Rebecca Davis, I think we have something a little early then. It came in a little early. Carmen and Nathan are here. Hey, Jesus Loving Homesteader. Let's see who else is here. Yes, Garrett changed his name to officially to Gary now. Lisa's here from Yogi Hollow Farm. Let's see. Everybody's in here. Hello, everybody. Okay, so hopefully y'all don't hear that noise in the background. Abigail said she can't hear it, but she's in the same room. So she might have to go to the other room and try to see if she can hear it in the background.
Give us a thumbs up if everything sounds okay, if you can hear the bad sound.
Stuff in your beard, or is that just gray? Okay, it must be just be gray hair.
It's just, wow.
It's just, leave my gray hair alone.
I don't know why. What in the world?
Oh, Rebecca? We got something a little early.
We did. We'll wait a few minutes before we.
Yeah, we'll get a couple people in here. And then, hey, Gagne Farm, how are you? Yay. Broke Farmer's here.
Broke Farmer.
Yeah, Broke Farmer's here.
Isn't he our fearless leader?
No, Eco Neighbors are leaders.
Oh, wait a minute. What? That's right.
Don't be. He doesn't
That's right.
Even know.
He's coming to spy on the other team.
Eric's been watching Broke Farmer like crazy. He's like, dude, I love this guy. And I'm like, yes, cool guy.
Yeah. So, yeah. If you get a chance, go over and check out Broke Farmer. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure exactly what state he's in, Broke Farmer, if you don't mind. Okay. Let us know what state you're in. I haven't watched all the videos yet. But
he's awesome. I've been watching a lot of Eco Neighbor, too. He's pretty cool.
I know that Broke Farmer is, let me see, I guess he's kind of like in the same climate as us.
Okay.
Because that video I watched the other day was pretty cool where, see, this is what I'm talking about. These are the people that you got. He's in Georgia. Okay, we got some other Georgians in there somewhere.
Yeah. Casey's in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Black's Tropical Homestead is in Georgia, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, yeah, that's right. What's up?
Why are you in my ear? You just hollered in my ear.
That's right. I'm hollering in. Let me get the microphone closer so in case people can't hear me.
Hey, Tammy, Mountain Grandma, how are you?
We got to talk about that. We got to talk. Look, he said something about the dogs, and all of a sudden we just lost 3 people in our chat, just like that.
Well, it's because you're yelling in my ear.
Oh, okay.
Don't be yelling in my ear and it'll be fine.
Maybe I should scoot in closer.
No.
Let's talk about them dogs.
Oh, my gosh. Get out of here.
So you don't know this, but I do because I sit right next to a guy that's all about roll, tie, roll.
Okay.
And I was telling him the other day, Wicked Awesome Gardening, how are you?
Hey, Danny. It's Danny, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Danny from Wicked Awesome Gardening.
You're shaking.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to fix my mouse.
One of the things that I told the guy the other day was if you ever want to get people on a roll, all you got to do is talk about college football.
That's
and
true.
All of a sudden people go crazy.
Hey, Jake.
So now we know that nobody in the country, no team is anywhere near as good as the Georgia Bulldogs.
Why do we know that?
They won the championship the other night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So congratulations to Broke Farmer and every other Georgian
that cheers for the
dogs. There you go.
Hey, Abigail, speaking of dogs, can you get our loud snoring boxer out of here for me? Thank you.
So, yeah. So the Bulldogs are number 1 in the country. They put a whooping on Alabama.
Nice. I guess if you don't like Alabama people.
Yeah, I don't really care either way. But it's always good to talk some trash.
It's fun.
Anyway.
You're a winner.
Anyway, well, everybody else is a loser now.
That's just rude.
Well, it's the truth. Honestly, where's all the Michigan fans? And
he's speaking facts.
The Ohioans that were in here. Remember, about a month or
You
two
need to
ago.
be mindful. If Christy comes in here, she is a crazy Michigan girl. She's gonna freak out on you if you talk about
And they got a whooping too.
anything bad against Michigan.
It's just everybody's getting a bunch of whoopings.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, our guests tonight are special guests.
Gagne Farms.
That's right. Gagne Farms. Guess where he's at?
Michigan?
That's right. He's part of the Wolverine guys. I got some questions to ask him about what in the world he's thinking about being a Lions fan. I don't know. I don't know. She don't even watch football, and she knows that's not a good thing.
I've only just heard it's not a good thing.
I've often wondered about that, though. If you're up in Detroit, why would you call them the Lions? Like, how many Lions do you think there are in Detroit?
Just the people on the team.
Maybe like a zoo, if the zoo's even there anymore. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Jake, I say the same thing. Burr, Michigan. It was a balmy 71 today. I was actually colder inside my own house than I was going outside. I was cold inside the house earlier. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go outside for a little bit. It's warm out here. It was chilly in the house because it kept a chill from the previous days. And so outside was very nice. Broke Cowgirl said, no time for sports here. Busy on the farm.
You know, this year has been the first year, I think, in a long time, maybe a little bit last year, but that I haven't really watched sports at all.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you, it's actually been kind of nice because we've been able to spend more time doing the things we actually need to do.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Hey, Rambling with the Brooms. Scott the Rambler's in here. How are ya?
What happened to your voice right there?
I was being nice. I was using my nice voice.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was just thinking about you, watching the football game the other night with the boys. It was like, it went into overtime.
I just told everybody I don't watch football, and then you just told them that
you only watched the one. You literally watched one football game in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
But it was cool because you were like, I haven't watched football this season, but this was a game to remember.
It was.
Jake said, sports, you own a ranch.
Yeah, that's true. When you ranching, gardening, farming,
homesteading, prepping, prepsteading, blah, blah, blah. All of it.
So much
makes it hard.
So much of that stuff, man. You just spend so much time making sure that you're doing what you need to do. I mean, if you're putting stuff in the ground or you're watching things, especially down here in Texas, man, good grief, you turn your back for a minute and everything goes crazy.
Yep. Oh, look. So let's say, well, Lisa said it was a balmy 48 degrees there today.
We got JRC Homesteading here. Evening to you from the beautiful Texas Hill Country. All right. Well, you must be out west somewhere if you got hills.
Q Kitchen is here. How are you?
So we got quite a few Texans in here as well. We got Nunya, Texas on the back 20. Broke Cowgirl is a Texan.
Oh, look,
Jesus Loving Homesteader is a Texas.
Crazy Critter Creations
is in Texas too.
That's Chuck BC. That's how I'm remembering him, as Chuck BC. Gagne Farm said it was hot here today, 33 degrees Fahrenheit.
I was the guys that we met up with on YouTube where we found their channel the other day.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he had to postpone his live. I think it was tonight or tomorrow because of inclement weather.
Inclement weather meaning snow? I'm assuming. Freezing rain. Supposed to be another nasty weather system coming through sometime soon.
Yeah.
Near Garner State Park in Frio Canyon. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea where that is. But Eric's going to map quest it right now.
Siri, where is Frio Canyon, Texas?
I think it'd be Frio Canyon in Texas. I would say Garner State Park in Texas. It just came up with the word canyon because Siri is not smart.
Well, it's 6 hours away. I can tell you that much.
Oh, look. Nunya, look, Jake says, Frio Canyon. I had a house on the Frio.
Did he say that for real?
Yeah.
It's out by Amarillo.
Oh, because it's down south.
Right?
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, there you go.
See if that's right.
This just says to Canyon, Eric. Canyon. No, that's Canyon Amarillo. Canyon,
oh, my goodness.
Canyon, Texas. He didn't pay attention to what he was doing.
Here, you look it up then.
Hi, Lisa Kalovi. How are you?
The way, give me a chance
Rebecca Davis said, Eric, do all breeds of cow taste different? Further
Who asked that?
I know it's south.
Who asked that?
Rebecca Davis. She said, JRC Homestead said the Texas Alps. Okay. Eric don't know how to use a map.
Yeah, actually, I've been told that the different breeds of cows do taste different, actually. We've had some Longhorn meat, and then we've compared that to some of the Herefords, or they say down here in Texas, Herefords. We've had some Brangus, and I think they all kind of taste a little bit different. It's definitely something interesting. Our brother-in-law that we do a lot of work with when it comes to cattle
down south by San Antonio.
Oh, okay. I was way off.
Yeah, way off.
But it's still like 7 hours away.
Yeah, it's like 6. Yeah, okay. It's far.
Okay, so technically I was right.
They have some pretty good beef in Leakey. Leakey? Where's Leakey?
You know, I feel like sometimes Jake just throws names out there. I think it's showing off.
Well, sometimes you have to prove you're an awesome Texan. And so Jake's like, I'm such an awesome Texan. I'm going to throw Texas names out there that all these other Texans are going to know. But these transplant Texans won't know.
Yeah.
And then we got these little MapQuest thing. And then you're putting in generic words like canyon.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite tasting breed of cow? Tammy says.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that with a lot of the questioning, so normally, and this may sound a little sick when we do this, but all of our meat is basically named.
Oh, it's pronounced Lakey. See? They're messing with us now. That's all they're doing. Actual Texans are like laughing at us now. They're like, that's Jake laughing too.
That sounded like a witch.
At JRC Homestead, who's laughing with him at us. They're all like laughing at us. Oh, look, Brooke Cowgirl bought onion sets yesterday.
Okay, I was trying to answer a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Anyway, all of our meat is, there's the other Georgian right there, broke cowboy.
Broke farmer.
Broke farmer.
Farmer.
I'm combining names now. Anyway. Don't be ganging up against us, guys. Come on.
They're laughing. You know they're laughing.
Come on, guys. Come on. This is uncalled for. Anyway, no.
Now, Broke Cowgirl's going to get on it, too. Lakey.
Forget it.
How does this pronounce Lakey? It don't make no sense. It's spelled leaky. Like a leaky faucet. Or a leaky old person that can't hold in their urine.
I'm not even... Like what?
Yeah, leaky. Leaky old lady.
You speaking from experience?
I had 8 kids.
Hey.
Represent.
Are you representing the 8s?
I had to mute due to a phone call. You didn't miss nothing. I'm pronouncing leaky wrong. It's Lakey. And Eric's trying to get a conversation out about how he really likes a certain breed of cow, but he just won't spit it out. Let's go, Junior. Spit it out. I didn't mean your drink. I didn't mean your drink. I meant your actual conversation you want to have.
Okay. Anyway, thank everybody for coming in here. If you haven't had a chance to hit that thumbs up yet, please do so. You know the drill. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, do so. We're almost at 700 subs for the channel.
Yeah, we just got -1 earlier today. I saw it was like going back down.
Well, maybe they knew you were going to be making fun of me tonight. And
you're the ones that said thumbsy up. Give us the thumbsy up. That's like Lakey, leaky. I don't know. Hey, Belinda and Chuck, how are you?
Okay, I don't know why. What did you
Troy's
have in
there.
Drink tonight?
Troy, Bar Run Forge, hello.
Troy, what's going on, man? What's going on? You didn't miss much yet. If you just made it in here, Monica's just
making fun.
Yeah.
Of Eric.
And
it's been fun. You've missed a lot.
And I have been cut off probably about 14 times already. And we've been into the show not even 15 minutes yet. So you're averaging 1 a minute. Congrats.
That's your fault. It's 14 minutes. If you look up there, you'll see there's a little clock up there, a little timer says how long we are. So Rebecca Davis says she's been getting grass-fed beef only at the grass-fed only beef, and the breed is called the South Pole. They're the all-white cows. They look like the snow.
That's so dumb.
I don't know what that is.
That is so dumb. I cannot.
I've never heard of the South Pole cow.
Now I gotta look that
Troy's
up.
Sorry that you've missed around the hay bale bit.
A South Pole cow.
Oh my pressure canner's beeping because it's finally coming up to pressure.
Yeah, so why don't you go check that out while...
Eric, I shouted you out in my Saturday video. Oh, you're so sweet, Scott. Thank you so much. Wait, just Eric?
Well, they know that as a team, I'm carrying you. That's the problem. My shoulders are starting to wear out.
It's because I've gained some weight this year. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to lose weight.
I didn't say that. You said that.
You said you were carrying me and your shoulders are getting wore out.
It was okay. It's probably a bad joke for women. I apologize.
Beeping canner. Okay, Jake. It's a countertop pressure canner. It's an electric pressure canner, and it beeps. No, literally, I don't have to even fuss at it. It's basically screaming at me saying, I'm getting ready to start. I'm getting ready to start. And now it's going to start pressure canning, and I don't have to babysit it. Boom.
Now,
it's for small batch pressure canners, okay?
That's the 16th time you've cut me off.
You just started talking when I was talking already. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, so Monica has an extreme fear of pressure canners for some reason. Don't act like you don't. You've had that. How long have you had that pressure canner?
Got it for Christmas.
No. It
was a Christmas present.
It was a Christmas present, but when did you get it? When?
I got it sometime before Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, look, new people are here.
Gagne Farms, how are you?
And our cabin in the woods.
I saw them folks yesterday. How are you? So glad you made it out.
Casey, you need one.
We were just talking about how Monica cuts me off all the time, and she's terrified of canning, which I don't understand, especially since we live on a homestead. I kind of thought that was like an oxymoron almost.
Pressure can? Wait, what? Electric canning?
No, we're homesteaders, but you're afraid of canning. How does that
I'm not
happen?
afraid of canning.
Oh, okay.
I can.
Tell us about this pressure canner.
I just wanted to try something out that I didn't have to babysit. And I'm going to get to the real pressure canning, the other stuff that I can can bigger batches. So this is mainly for smaller batches. And that's what I had tonight. I had a smaller batch pressure canning. I don't have enough to fill up a big pressure canner.
You're stumbling over your words because
I only have 5 pint jars.
You're just making stuff up.
And so I'm canning taco meat tonight. I'm trying that out first. So we have the big pressure canner. Look, fire steel water. Oh, yeah, I know. He's totally going to mess with me.
Look.
So, yes. But see, most people have normal size stoves. I do not. I have a miniature stove.
You got to stop using that as an excuse.
I'm not using an excuse. It's being true. It's been being truthful. And it's really hard to mess with and do. And there's a lot of details there that aren't very good. Thank you. Yes, I'm excited because I'm canning 5 pints of taco meat. I'm so excited.
All right, so now I got a question to ask
Uncle
here.
Al, how are you?
Life with Belinda and Chuck mentioned that the rooster jumped out for JRC. Are you guys neighbors?
No, Gagne Farms. He said that.
Oh, I mean at Gagne Farms.
Gagne Farms. Did you see that on there? Maybe they saw it on
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Pew Kitchen said I'm addicted to canning. Yeah, so I need to have. What I really want to do is get this down, and then I want to get my big canner out.
I want to interrupt you.
And then can a bunch of our rabbit.
This is a slam right here in Texas.
He knows.
Bless your. I think he means to say heart.
That's why he said wink, wink. Bless your heat.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heat. If you're going to try to bust on people, Troy, you got to spell it right. That's what I always tell Eric.
Well, don't make fun of people for spelling. Maybe he just didn't know how to spell it. You need to be sensitive.
Sensitive.
I've been waiting to do that for a while. Okay. There. See,
he said heart.
He corrected
that rooster did jump out. Now I got to go watch a video apparently because there's some rooster jumping.
Yeah, I think I just found these folks yesterday, so I need to
very cool
go check out some vids on that.
Very cool.
So, there's been a lot of interesting things going on around here on the farm. Mm-hmm. So one thing that's been really cool is all the new life. We did drop a video of our brand new calf. She is just totes adorbs.
She's very cute.
And so did you post something about asking for a name?
No, I just said, what should we name her? I didn't ask if everybody could give me. I just said, what were your name suggestions?
Okay, so you asked. You actually
canning
asked.
bird at first if it's electric. Okay.
No, we've moved on. We're not talking about that anymore.
Eric, Ma, you guys got some new equipment, didn't you? Oh, hey, Jason, Goody, gardening with Goody. We got some new equipment, didn't you? Are you talking about my electric pressure canner that I have sitting on the stove or sitting on my counter?
We want to see
that's it.
We want to see the kit. Okay. Well, that was the other thing. So yeah, we had the calf. If you haven't had a chance, go check out that short that we had. But watch the leg. I knew you were going to kick it.
Did I kick it?
So last week we talked about, we're going to drop a video tomorrow. Last week we talked about the indoor pig that we had that we bartered, is what I'd like to say, with a gentleman here in the chat. I know I said it last week, but if you missed it, you missed it. So you got to watch the video tomorrow to see who it is. But we were able to get Gizmo over to a new home. And the greatest thing about it was the fact that we didn't have to castrate them. Anytime that we're able to get rid of piglets without doing castration is an awesome thing. Okay. So anyway, but in that event, we got rid of one. And then like 2 days later, we wound up with another house pet. And I thought Monica was going to get it. And she walked away. She went somewhere else. So I want to take this opportunity to get everything out that I want to get out. I have probably about 20 seconds before she's coming back. Niecy, how are you? Glad for you to stop in. Niecy, the Cowboys are going to lose this weekend. Okay, just had to say that. All right. What else we got going on? So we got all this brand new life. You know, has anybody else had any new life on their farm? Whether it be plants, buds on the trees, fruits popping up, whatever it may be, or if you've got other animals. Here's Monica finally got the little rabbit, little bunny.
I grabbed it earlier and took it with me.
So
there's our little baby.
There you go.
The little kit. It wasn't being fed by its mama. It's a hi baby. So it's a little baby. It's definitely skinny. You can feel its little backbone. Hi, everybody.
Yep. So we brought him in, Monica and Abigail, and some of the other kids, I guess.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of chipping in and participating. It's definitely a lot quieter than with the pig.
Yeah.
Kind of like the fact that it's quieter without the pig.
He's really hard to feed, though. He or she. I'm not sure. I called her she. She's hard to feed, so I might actually reach out to Jim and Angela over at Eventually the Homestead, because he said that Angela's like a pro. So I might reach out to her and see if there's any kind of tricks to this. So my lime quat budding, and I got blood orange with the bud. Ooh, nice.
Where?
Jake said stew pot. Right there, Broke Farmer.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, so for
warming up the cannon for rabbit. I am not warming up the cannon for rabbit. Not yet, but I will be.
Not yet. If you haven't had a chance, go out and check out Broke Farmer. This is what I was starting to say a little bit earlier. It is great to surround yourself with people who are smart. And this gentleman right here
smart dude.
Is a smart guy. And sometimes it's just the little things that you don't really pay attention to, just because it's not what you see, you know. And this is kind of one of the reasons why we wanted to start a YouTube channel, was to be able to help educate people. And this guy right here helps educate people as well. So go check him out. Great channel.
Oh, Brooke Hacker's got a waiting on baby goats, but a pasture full of baby calves. Yeah. These early calves they're the tough ones, I think. I feel like the ones born in winter are so tough.
I think you're a little bit more nervous about it.
No, I'm saying the calves are so tough, meaning they're like tough. They're like the calves that once they make it through that first winter, they're like, dude, I did winter. Yeah. I was born in winter. That's true. Like Larry Birdie out there. He's a boss.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So we have a couple of
What is happening out here? Wait, what did you skip over? Oh, you skipped over a comment.
I don't know.
Something happened. You missed something, Eric.
Okay.
We went up the cannon for Wabbit. I would have thought a little today and get more of the road cleared. Good. My Yukon is back in the garage. That's good.
Anyway.
It's only a house pet for a little bit.
I don't see, you do this to me all the time. You get me distracted, and then I don't know what I'm talking about. And then you make it out like I'm taking a long way around the barn, but in reality, you have interrupted me.
Go ahead, do whatever you need.
No, I don't know what to say now, because it just.
I don't even know where the comment went. They're laughing at you. Casey's shooting things off. Pew pew pew. Oh no, it's not even. It's Niecy shooting pew 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 at Ormsby. We're all kinds of stuff. We're all way far back.
Okay.
I have rabbit fur on my face now. Hey, how are you, sis? How are you? Kadesh Farm Homestead. How are you doing?
What's going on? Mr. E? Woo.
Look, Kadesh Farm Homestead has new lambs on the way any day. Greens are popping up in the garden. Nice.
That is really awesome. That's great, great, great.
Yep.
You know, anytime that.
Yes, they are.
Anytime that you have new life.
What? Lisa's prego. That is not even true. This is what's happening up there. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, anytime that we have new growth, new life, it's just so exciting. And I think that that's the piece that helps keep us driving every day. Would you say?
What
is it
distracted?
What is it what makes you continue to do what you want to do? Would you say that it's when you see the new things growing, or you see new life? I mean, that's, for me, sometimes you look at what you're doing and you struggle because you're thinking, am I doing this right? Is this the right way to do things? It's another good example there is my brother-in-law she just showed, but this is somebody that, grows trees easily. Whereas for me, it's not, it's a struggle sometimes. And, I can't read these comments anymore because when I read the comments, then I get distracted anyway. But, it's the new life. It's the new growth. That's what continues to get you up every day to do that, because most people that are in here are not retired. We're still working. So, it's basically like working 2 full-time jobs. You get up every day and, I don't know about you all. Maybe you guys can speak to this in the chat, but when you wake up, is the first thing you think about work, or is the first thing you think about your animals and your garden?
I think about what I'm going to eat.
Maybe that's why he put some weight on today. I mean, this
year.
Oh
my gosh.
Last year.
Okay, so Lisa's starting a rumor that she's pregnant because she needs to get to 1,000 views. 1,000 subs. So go on over there and subscribe to Lisa Yogi Hollow Farm. Hey, Miss Ann Dale, how are you? Hey, Abundant Acres Homestead is in here. Let's see who else popped in here that I didn't get a chance to see when Yogi Hollow Farm was trying to start the rumor mill that she's pregnant. Current mood, weird. She working it. She needs some. Yeah, Eric, don't get distracted reading this, Eric.
Man, see, and now I'm reading.
Gear's getting it. Let's see. Eric has ADOSD. Wait, now you got to say it. Wait, what did you say?
I don't know what that means.
I'm going to overtire no alarm clock here.
Man, I'd like
my plans first. Broke Farmer says my plans first. Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you, and that's.
He is trying to be serious. He really is.
That's what.
The puppy in the chicken pen.
Wait, the puppy's in the chicken pen?
Well, it could be a livestock guardian trying to train.
Oh, okay. See? I got it.
You have to wear a podcast episode on Lisa's pregnancy. Get off my arm. Yeah, see, she was just being weird, but she was really not trying to. She was trying to get actual subs. So you haven't subscribed to Yogi Hollow Farm?
What's like national?
Check it
what is
out.
What was it called?
National Weird Day?
No.
Oh, it's Attention Deficit.
National Choir.
Right? Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh my goodness.
Attention Deficit. Oh, shiny disorder. Easy, Eric. Never, ever, ever talk about a woman's weight.
No, she said it. She brought it up.
Yeah, my girl does the same thing.
Of course, it's probably still the case, right?
What?
Even if you bring it up, I'm still not allowed to.
Yeah, don't be talking about it. Lisa, be very careful. Alicia will put it on the tea. She really will.
Oh,
I think about more sleep. Barry wakes up. He's like, man, I can expect sleep. He's having a reading dilemma. Oh my goodness. See, LGD in training. Yep.
There you go. Awesome.
Who has fruit cuttings in North Texas? Hit us up. Oh, there you go. Oh, I bet you know what? Carmen, talk to Barry because he might have fruit tree cuttings and things like that.
Yeah. So one of the things
for the sub, girl.
For all the folks that are in here that are new, we are a very community-minded type of channel. So feel free to reach out to whoever you see in here if you want to ask them for a particular channel or anything like that.
Support Lisa's baby. Go sub to Yogi Hollow Farms.
Wait, take that wrench away from her. What is she doing?
That's rambling. That's Scott.
Oh, that was right. Oh, I did a quick look at the
Rochelle,
the thumbnail.
Brampton Gardner.
But yeah, if you're new in here, feel free to reach out to anybody. Mods, of course, feel free to share anybody's link that's in here. We do ask that you remember that this is a family-friendly show. We do have some young folks that are in here. So we want to make sure that everything is appropriate at all times.
My kids know all about pregnancy, so.
Well, that wasn't what I was talking about.
Well, I'm just saying that
pregnancy is not dirty. Good grief, Monica.
Look, Brandon Gardner's like, what? Huh?
Yeah. As soon as she came in,
Rochelle's like, I gotta get out of here. Never mind. No. Rochelle, no, please don't leave.
If it's not gonna be dirty, I can't be here.
That's why Alicia stopped coming to ours. She's like, I'm not going to that show. We have an apple tree going 5 years. We're hoping to expand. We killed a peach tree out. Wait, you killed a peach tree your first year.
Hey, congratulations. I've done like four trees I've killed.
Eric's killed a lot of trees.
I'm the tree killer.
And the drone killer.
Okay.
Where's the fan club tonight?
Again, we're beyond that. We've all moved beyond that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No, don't apologize. Live at Yogi after Bland's baby shower.
No. And then more baby showers here, bro.
I want what they're drinking. Just water.
What?
That's what Brampton Gardner said.
I got you.
7 in the last 2 years, and the only thing left is a struggling peach. Yeah, we feel you on that one. We've got 2 peaches. One's doing great. It's
the peaches?
Both of them. Yeah.
Well,
the one's kind of like
the one side. So when we first moved in, we have the garden on one side of the property, and I originally put a pallet compost bin there. No, stop it. Stop looking at you go over that screen and you can giggle all that you want. When you're in my ear and you're posting stuff like that.
Okay, but we only have 30 minutes. You've been on for 30 minutes. Tell your quick story about the trees on one side and the trees on the other side.
So on the one side by the garden, the plum tree and the peach tree are growing wonderfully. On the other side, they're just slow growing. And the reason why is because I had a compost bin right at the end of the garden. And I've since moved it because it kind of got in the way and it was too small. Once we started realizing how big our garden really was, we needed to adjust our compost bin. So it went from a 4x4 to about a 10x10 or a 12x12, something like that. But at any rate, that's why they're growing so well. I'm a firm believer in that. And I had the tree expert over here, Barry, which is in the chat. I had him over here. He's always looked at him and continually given some good direction. So if you're in Northeast Texas, I'm going to go ahead and volunteer him. Reach out to Barry. You can find him on Instagram. You can find you can reach out to us. We can certainly put you in touch if he doesn't mind. I'll have to run you through the gauntlet first. But anyway, so we just had Adventures on the Homestead coming in. I'm so glad you made it. Appreciate you making it in here. Monica, thank you.
Yeah, I was in his friend.
Monica is going to reach out to you, Jim, or Angie, to ask some questions about the bunny.
Probably, yeah.
We got another new face in here. This is Carolina Hill Country. Met them folks last night. Haven't had a chance to really check out their videos yet, but I want to definitely get over there. So encourage you to do the same thing. Go out and check all these folks out. Doesn't cost anything for a subscription. So might as well get over there and at least check it out. See if it's something worth your time and effort. Mennonite Farmhouse. How are you?
Hey, Leanne. How are you?
Appreciate you making it in here. If you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you hit that thumbs up.
Nathan,
please.
No one asked. No one asked you, man. No one asked you.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Let's see.
So what else we have been going on around here?
Well, so we wanted to thanks for stopping in, Broke Farmer. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
Got to edit my video to be up tomorrow. That's cool, Leanne, because you know what? Okay, first of all, I want to tell, because Kenny and Angie were on a show weeks ago when I was gone at the end of December. They were our last show for the season. They were here.
These are the people that you were like, I didn't want to talk to them.
Abundant
anyway.
Acres. No, not at all.
Oh,
so
okay.
They went on a trip to Florida right after we had them on our show. And I was joking with Angie about being in the greenhouse, like enjoying the heat and stuff. Yeah. And I think last week you told the story, but I wanted to make sure they heard that. I wasn't enjoying no heat in the greenhouse because the greenhouse is cold when it's cold because we didn't heat it. We didn't heat it at first. So just so you know,
lesson learned.
I wasn't enjoying warmth.
Yeah. Well, lesson learned.
What? If you guys haven't checked out Bar Run Forge, go do that. He's at 966. That is amazing. Yes. That is so awesome. Go check out Bar Run Forge. He's awesome. It's super interesting. And it's not something that you would probably expect to enjoy if you're not into like blacksmithing. But then you watch it and you're like, wow, this is pretty awesome. I hope that wasn't rude. Yeah. Go check out Bar Run Forge. The mods are putting up his link. Great. Yeah. For real. Great channel.
All right. So we see JRC Homestead.
Building a homestead from the ground up. We're old. LOL.
What are we tuning in for? Are we tuning in for the watch of building from ground up?
Or because they're old?
Or are we just watching them because they're old?
I think we're watching because they're building a homestead from the ground up. I think that would be cool.
If they're old, and this is no offense, so we're going to watch this counter over here to see how many people drop off when I say this, but if it's old,
it's already one down.
If it's
don't say it.
All right, I won't.
Give it to yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm not.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I shouldn't. This is called self-control. We're gonna get that off of there, and we're gonna slide on back.
We're gonna go check you out though. Hands in the dirt. Wait, where did you just pass by? Hands in the dirt. How are you?
What's going on? I like that. Hands in the dirt.
Yes. Okay, let's see. JRC Homesteads are laughing at us. Okay, so I wanted to show some mail that we got.
Well, then maybe I should I finish what I was going to say?
I don't know.
No, I probably shouldn't.
Don't be mean.
Look at this. How old is Tammy? Like 50?
We're old too.
55?
She not know 50.
Oh, okay. How old is she?
She's in her 40s. She's got to be in her 40s.
Are you?
Her oldest kid.
What are you?
Her oldest kid is not my age. Tammy's
not. I forget how old you
Tammy's
are.
not in her. She's
all right, Tammy.
She's in her 50s. She's like in the not this 50s old. First of all, 50s not old.
But, well, you were making it out like that.
So maybe Tammy's you're 55. Maybe stop benching them. Stop pushing them.
She's 51. See,
51.
Bango.
Okay, boom. Like just 50.
No.
Like, well, I think Lisa's pushing 50, but I still don't believe she's 50 if she is 50.
Lisa?
Don't talk about Lisa. Yeah.
You shouldn't be talking about women's age.
I'm not talking about women's ages.
Wait,
okay, so we have Auslander info just popped in, say good day from down under. P.S. Got here thanks to Boots and Bounty Homestead. Well, thank you so much for coming over. Awesome. That's awesome. See, it dropped 2 already.
Appreciate it. Oh, everybody.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Man.
Mountain Grandma.
We gotta find a way
50 is sexy. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with 50. Okay. I'm gonna be like pushing on it.
Why are you? I don't understand why you're.
Byron Ford said he's almost 49.
Why you're banging on people that are like?
I am not.
It's just.
You'd be surprised what your age is. Rebecca Davis. I don't know. No, it's not old.
Wait, is Rebecca?
She's 25. Eric G's do Texans don't ever talk about anyone's age. You're grounded.
Hey, when you're down in this sun like this, man,
is this one of the highly scheduled lives? This is not. This is not a highly scheduled live. You can tell we're not talking about anything we're supposed to be talking about.
Well, I got a list, but you just keep diverting.
Oh, yeah, 54 this year. Oh, really? See, I don't know. I guess I just thought
you're
you were
horrible with
my
ages.
Age. I am.
How old do you think I am?
Sounds like an angel. She does sound like an angel. How old are you? I don't know how old you are anymore.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, let's go. We're going to do this. All
right. Well, since we're limited on time now because you've been chatting all this.
What are you even talking about?
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Okay. So normally we do like a mail call, but we figured we didn't want to put this off for too much longer. Yeah. Simply because
a couple of these we've had them for all. So
we've had these for almost as long as Monica's had her canner. Please continue.
Not true. My baby is coming in 2 weeks too. Scott and I are birthday buddies. My birthday, not baby. Okay, geez, I'm going to have Rochelle having a baby now too. Geez. Her and Yogi both.
She's having babies too?
Scott and your birthday buddies. Nice.
Oh, here we go. Everybody wants you to be like at the
I am
carnival.
not. I'm a terrible age person. I'm not guessing anyone's ages.
No,
I'm awful.
You have to. She's asking.
But I'm way younger, Brampton Gardner says. That's so funny.
She wants you to guess.
Not going to guess.
You should.
I'm not good at it.
You should guess.
50 is the new 32.
Okay. Anybody want to guess how old Jake is? No, Jake. Nobody's buying 50 is the new 32. Nobody.
50 is not old. 50 is a new 32. I believe it. Okay, ready? Oh, so we got this from Hat Creek Homestead because they're not in here. Old gal, 62. 62 is not old either.
62.
And Dale. Nope.
Does anybody beat Ann Dale in here? That's the question. 62. 62. To me, 62 doesn't. I don't know.
I have like a weird hair over here. I'm sorry. I'm fixing this.
I guess maybe when I was younger that seemed older, but
it did seem older.
It doesn't seem.
When I was younger, but now I'm not young anymore. So nothing seems.
There you go. 60
this year. Wow.
You need to write all this stuff down.
I'll go back.
Ormsby.
He's a baby.
He is. I think
I hated 32 anyway. Why 32?
He just started shaving, I think. I seen his attempt at a beard.
He's a baby. Casey's a little baby. Everyone is 21 with more or less experience. Auslander info said it's true. Okay, so I want to show this. This is from Dawn over at Hat Creek Homestead. Look how precious this is. She sent us this. Isn't that so cool? She painted our little sticker logo.
That's awesome on our ornament.
Isn't that so cute?
Which matches our one of our stickers.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Love it. Okay, so that was one thing I wanted to show y'all.
She did an awesome job.
And then Uncle Al said Uncle Al was old as dirt.
That's pretty old, Uncle Al.
Get out of here. Oh, Gear said I'm going to start a 30s and gardening club. Isn't that so pretty? Okay. And Wendy from Southern Sonnegrund is not in here, but she sent us a cute little Christmas card. I love it. And she sent us a cute little Christmas card, and we got some seeds in the mail. I'm so excited. We get marigolds, zinnia, and mammoth sunflower. I'm like really excited about the mammoth sunflower because I have a feeling my kids are going to love that.
You think that the mammoth ones, are those the ones that are really tall as well?
I think so, yeah. Look how cute that little like logo is.
Do you think
enjoy life, live simply?
Do you think that
Southern Starting? That's so pretty.
I guess that would always concern me with the wind.
No, I don't think so.
They'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Carmen has mammoth sunflowers.
But does she put them like along the fence? She has
them one against her house.
Well, yeah. So it's something that helps it stabilize.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's a problem. Rochelle said my left knee is 62.
I don't know. What does that mean?
It means her knee is older. Like her old is.
Do you think she got one like a dead person's bone inside of her?
I think she meant that her knee feels older than her body. Oh my gosh.
She's got a cadaver bone inside of her.
That happens. That's a real thing.
No, I know. Well, if her knee is older than the rest of her body.
Jacob, will you go get me a pair of scissors, please? Okay. So this is from Rebecca Davis. Oh my goodness, she's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Somebody told Troy that he planted the apple tree in the Garden of Eden.
That is so wrong. Okay, so Rebecca Davis, just for y'all need to know, she did start a channel, and it's going to be called Touched by Yarn. So thank you, Rebecca Davis. That is awesome. And I don't know, she's not in here tonight, but Brenda Baker's actually starting.
Rebecca Davis was in here.
Rebecca Davis in here. I'm talking about Brenda Baker is starting a channel too, and she's got a channel. So everybody go check out Brenda Baker. But everybody be watching for Rebecca Davis starting her channel. It's called Touched by Yarns. I'm gonna open this. It was sent in a little package here.
All right. Yes, gear grinding. Thank you. Typically, I do carry my knife with me. However, I'm dressed down mode, so shorts. You know what I mean.
You gotta take off your hat.
Oh, okay.
Put on your winter cap.
Put on my winter cap.
I didn't tell her you had a fat head. We should have told her you had
I didn't know I did.
Oh, maybe this big one's for you. This pink one's for you. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, dude,
mine's super soft. Look, feel mine.
That's warm.
Look how soft mine is. Oh.
Yeah.
Mine is
that
super
will match
soft.
your jacket too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty soft.
That's nice.
I'm not a hat gal though, so I'm not gonna be wearing mine for much longer. Because hats don't look good on me usually.
Mine feels good.
Mine feels good too. It's super.
I don't know
soft.
if she's gonna have it
super snuggly.
I don't know if I'm gonna.
Rebecca Davis does not have started her channel yet. I don't think. What were you gonna say, Eric? And by the way, Brandon Gardner says she does not have a cadaver knee.
Well, I was asking.
She's right there behind what you said.
Or stating, I guess you should say.
Leanne's pulling credit. She says she named Rebecca Davis's channel. She's taking all the credit.
Who did?
The Mennonite Farmhouse. Leanne. She said she cried when I mentioned it on a live stream. Okay. I like that name. I like it a lot. It's called Touched by Yarn. I love it.
Touched by Yarn. I do. I like this.
Leanne's a genius.
This is like a nice. It fits nicely. It's nice and snug around my head. It's got my ears feeling nice and warm.
Even his PJs.
I do not wear PJs like that, and I'm not carrying. I
have my own knife.
Yeah.
When do we start sunflowers?
We'll let somebody who knows what they're talking about respond to that one.
No, he asked. Look, he asked. Adju's Love Him Setter.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said she was sending them out, but not to who. Yeah, Eric pulled it down some more. He had to cover it up.
Covering what up?
Trick is to moisturize, Andale.
What are we moisturizing?
Thank you so much, Rebecca Davis.
Yes.
They're so
Thank you
cute.
so much, Miss Rebecca Davis. Appreciate
that. I'm taking my hat off though, because I'm not a looker in a hat.
Oh, you're a looker no matter what.
Hats don't. See, she said, "Wow, he does have a big head." She meant does. It was faux, but she meant does. She does.
I haven't. Yeah,
Eric, was the pink hat for you?
Let me see that for a second.
My hat is bigger.
Let me see that.
See?
This is definitely bigger for a bigger head.
I have good hair. Mm-hmm.
You still look good. Girl, you be working in that hat.
No, I'm not a hat person.
Here, give me that back. I was keeping my head warm.
Oh my goodness. Rebecca is starting her channel on the 17th, and Leanne didn't name it. Love the hats. Eric, that's almost a cowboy colors. Just saying. Oh, Nisi, it's going down.
Sorry, Miss Rebecca. She ruined it.
Leanne is a genius, and we should run everything by Leanne, actually. Casey understands that because Casey knows he don't spell real good. He smells fine, I'm sure, but he doesn't spell real good. Eric is typically a masculine name that means forever ruler or always ruler. It's an old Norse name derived from the Norse word Eric, which means soul ruler or ever powerful.
You just offended every Viking or Norwegian or whatever. What does that mean? What does Norse mean?
Norse word. It's like a Viking.
Is it?
Yeah. But then how do you know they don't scratch records?
Is that what that was? You're like a DJ dropping it up in here now? Yeah. Okay.
Across Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, several kings and members of royalty have been given the name Eric. Heading out, just time to put the best. Thank you so much for popping in, Nisi. And just so you know, it was Eric in your chat earlier today because he spelled your name wrong. If you see your name spelled wrong, it's Eric in the chat. If you spell your name right, it's me in the chat. Just so you know.
Except for you told me how to spell it, so.
He'll forget.
Okay.
God spoke to me. I give credit to God. I believe that, Leanne, because you're awesome.
They are cozy. It was wonderful. We're behind in the chat because Monica's taking forever. The
face. We are here for the beard. The hair was nice. The hat was nice.
I don't know what it is, but there's something that whenever somebody says noise like that,
I'm so behind in the chat. It's so wrong.
Yeah, half these people left already, and we're so far behind that because
look, Abigail took pictures of you in pink. Now, if you want to email me, so I can make your kid's hat too. Oh my goodness,
you know we have like 500 kids.
Hey, little Frenchie, how are you?
How's our little piglet?
Is she taking care of him? I think he's over there with Jake.
I know. How's this?
Hey, always gardening and prepping. How are you tonight? We're being a little goofy, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, did you finally catch up?
I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm caught up now.
Nisi left twice.
Note to wife: send baby gift to Yogi.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The next animal farm needs to be named Eric. I agree. Well, the little baby bunny that we had out here a minute ago, we have no idea whether it's a boy or girl. If it's a boy, we'll name it. So that every time we talk to it, it's like we're mixing.
No, you need to. People are leaving now.
I have not seen Gizmo yet. She hasn't even seen him. Mindy said, Barry Weeze.
She already had him up here.
I can tell who it is by the way you greet the chat. Yep. See, Rochelle's got us pegged.
What do you mean?
She knows who it is in the chat by the way we greet the chat.
Nope, she doesn't because
she called her
because earlier today she was like, "Hey, Monica," and I was like,
"Hey,
cool.
Steve Faith Homestead, how are you?"
Yeah, I can't.
Abigail got a nice screenshot of you with your pinkity pink hat.
That's okay. Miss Rebecca made it. It looked good. It felt nice. I have to say, mine felt better, which is good. Since I'm going to wear mine anyway.
Super soft.
Yours was soft.
Always Gardening said she would have been here sooner, but she's been busy smoking butts and making salve. Yep, two separate things. Probably pork butts.
Oh, okay, cool.
Eric, get your hat out of the gutter.
I don't know. What?
What kind of butts did you think she was smoking?
Did you say bucka?
No, I said gutter.
No, you said bucka. Okay. Anyway.
We'll have to figure out when.
You want to tell everybody what we're doing this weekend? Are we allowed to say that?
What are we doing?
Okay, so every year I want to start this, and then Monica's going to start completely taking over because that's what she's good at. But anyway, this weekend is our annual family lip sync off.
Yep.
And so years ago, the little boys came up with this lip sync thing for Christmas. And every year we do it now. We have to pick a song. Nobody can double up on the same song.
Thanks for coming by, JRC Homestead.
Yeah, glad you made it in. Everybody go check out the 2 old people.
Don't say that. They're building a house.
Building from the ground up.
That's what we want to emphasize.
It's one of the, well, I don't know. You have to go. You don't know until you look at the videos.
I'm going to go look.
Maybe they have a bunch of things about older folks.
I'm going to go check it out.
It's, maybe.
Anyway, talk about what your thing is.
Anyway,
I didn't cut you off. You cut yourself off.
So, yeah. So we do an annual Christmas song lip sync off. And I'm going to tell you something. Years ago when we first started, it was decent. It was decent. But, man, you should see it now. When we do it now,
like 10 times he's tried to start off with something that was on his paper. This is probably the only thing he got to.
When we first started, it wasn't great. But now, I mean, it was good. But now it's great. Like, the competition is stiff. And I don't know if you've ever watched anything on YouTube about people doing lip sync off, like competitions and stuff like that. Harvey Black, how are you? I'm going to tell you something. When these kids come in, they bring their A game. Sometimes they dress up. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they remember that one year Abigail wore her costume.
It was her PJs.
It was her PJs.
I bought her PJs. They were hippopotamus PJs. And she did. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. And she won.
And she won.
And a hippo PJ.
And a hippo PJ.
Suit. Yep.
Suit. Those are not made public. Those are private videos.
Yeah. I keep them on my channel private. All private.
So funny story about
Until
that.
Luke has a girlfriend and then I share it with her.
Oh, do you have that? Do you have that picture?
I'm going to grab it right now.
Okay. Well, you do that while I talk.
Sure.
I already emailed it. It's in the email.
Oh, cool. Well, then I'll pull it up in this.
Oh,
so you keep talking.
Okay. So, what was I talking about?
I don't know. I didn't cut you off and you're on your own.
I need you to cut me off when I don't know what I'm saying.
Just so you can blame me for being forgetful.
Yes, now you got it.
See? Now you all understand. Mm-hmm.
Old ways gardening and prepping. Hello.
You've already said hi. She smoked butts earlier.
Oh, she was
smoking butts.
But she said good
she
evening,
was just
everybody.
talking about everybody coming in.
I got you.
So what are you talking about? You're talking about the lip sync off and how we're stepping it up a notch. Eventually the homestead's messing with me because I've been making people do chores when they're trying to praise dance, which is what he was clearly doing.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. So here's what happened. If anybody's ever been over to Ridge Life, on Tuesdays, they do the watch and grow.
Yes. You gotta focus, Eric.
I know. She's pulling up something behind the screen right now. She'll show it in just a second, but
gotta stay focused.
Anyway, so this one week, they asked, you come in, you tell everybody how many subs you have, and then hands in the dirt. So glad you made it out. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hi, Naked Gardeners. How are you? Yeah, they're on our team.
Hello.
They're on our team.
So anyway, you put in your channel or whatever. And so Monica actually put her personal channel in. And so when her video was put up, everybody went over there and subbed it. And it was just basically like 10 subs or something like that, because it was just family people so that Monica could share with people out of state what we do, just around the farm or personal stuff or whatever. And so when she put that up there, she had like 50 subs in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
And so
I did not want 50 subs. It was a private channel. I had to go back and privatize everything that was just hidden.
One person's comments, even though they subbed, they asked the question. They were like, what exactly is this channel about?
Yeah.
Because it had some really random things in there. And
over here talking about things you can't watch or enjoy. I know, it's rude.
Yeah. And
shouldn't even brought it up.
Anyway, so there was things in there that some of the kids have worked on, like other videos. They were just playing with their GoPro and put some music to it and things like that. And so it was really comical to see, because Monica was in a full panic. When they put the video up on the screen for everybody to see, the first thing I thought I was like, man, that horse looks really familiar. And then I saw the barn behind it, and I was like, that barn looks really familiar, but I know it's not one of our videos. And then all of a sudden I saw like the different music or whatever else was going on. And I was like, oh my goodness, Monica put the wrong channel in there.
I actually put Bland's Promised Land Ranch and how many subscribers we had, but I did it under my own name by accident. And so I was like, oh, shoot, I got to go back. Yeah. So that's my guess. Yes, Rochelle, the life and times of Monica. Okay. Are you ready for this picture?
All right. So if you haven't had a chance yet, one of our videos, there are a couple of videos that we've done. Luke is featured in the video at the end doing some taste testing, and he does his best Guy Fieri impersonation. And so this week when I was at work, I saw on TV was Food Network, and it was Guy Fieri. And as soon as I saw it, I sent it to chat, our family chat. And then my oldest, which is really good at doing like, what do you call that? Where you like cut and paste the pictures. What are those called?
Like a photo editing, like just
there you
like
go.
cropping and stuff.
Yeah, like a photo edit. And when he did the photo edit, this
is what popped up. Hold on, let me share this.
Yeah.
I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to go over here to the Chrome tab. This is what showed up on our family chat. It was a picture of Luke going to Flavortown.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get it.
So I don't know if you've had a chance again, if you haven't or not, but he basically put his face on Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
And his alter ego when he does his food critiquing is Dude Ferrari. Is what he calls himself.
That's Luke's new name, Dude Ferrari.
And he
going to Flavortown.
Always going to Flavortown. So
loving all the different snacks and desserts and all the different treats that we make. He's not a food complainer. He usually eats whatever we make, and he's really good about it too. He's my official taste tester when I need to taste test things, and he's hilarious. So
all right. Well, anyway, I was going to say, if you look at the other video or the other picture, you can see the comparison between him and there you go.
Can't get to it, but too small.
You can't blow it up?
No, I couldn't. Couldn't make it bigger.
Anyway, so no, our 19-year-old does not have full sleeves of tattoos.
No.
Nor does he work in a kitchen.
No.
But anyway,
yeah.
So maybe it was funnier to us, but
it was great. Yes, he takes us to Flavortown every time. He gives us commentary. If you haven't seen that, you have to go check out one of our videos. We have our one where I'm dipping chocolates. He takes me to Flavortown, and then he goes in and helps my mother-in-law on her holiday treats video over at her house, and he's talking about Flavortown. And then I think he even does it in one of our older videos.
Yeah, it was the barbecue cook-off one I did.
There you go, the barbecue cook-off one for Crazy Ed's Homestead. Yeah, the barbecue burger, whatever that was. I don't know.
Anyway. I just made up the name on the spot. So.
Yes. Older kids are fun one day and not so much. They can be fun all the time. You just have to have a positive attitude.
He does not have
the shirt. Least. Yeah, he doesn't have the shirt either. But he's hilarious. So we have a good time with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Caleb's got some great editing skills on that. So that's a fun thing for sure. Okay, so what else do you have on your list?
So, Eric, if you're in the chat, if you want to go ahead and hop up in the back green room so we can talk about you a little bit, that's always good. Let's see.
You have notes. What's your notes say, Eric? What are your notes?
Let's see. I'm yet to see a food video for Buffalo Burgers at Sam's Boat in Houston, Texas.
They're great burgers. In my opinion, very nice.
Yeah. So the only other thing was one thing I wanted to mention was there's been a lot of.
Our oldest was always cooking and would call me and say he had plans for dinner for me not to cook. That's nice though that he did that.
I guess that works out for you, right?
Yeah, right. I'm positive some days are fun.
Caleb just jumped in the chat here, and you just missed it, Caleb. You just missed
You just missed it.
We showed our video or our picture that you had made of Luke.
Hey, Brenda Baker, Redbird Farm. That's going to be the name of her channel. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to Brenda Baker. Oh, my nose is itchy all of a sudden. Redbird Farm.
All right, so we got some other folks here.
Jamie Herman. Oh my goodness. Hey.
Oh, is that?
It's Jamie.
Okay.
From Maryland. Yeah.
Very
hey, girl,
nice.
how you doing?
Very nice. Thank you so much for coming in.
So glad you're here. Let's see. Down Under Veggie Garden Diaries. Hello. How are you?
Hello. So glad you made it in.
Yeah, you're coming in just in time to see our guest.
Yeah.
Our guests.
Finding happiness in all you do. Thank you so much for coming out. I've been missing you.
Yes, I know. We were binging her stuff the other day. I was listening to it, and Ezekiel looked at me, the 5-year-old, and says, Mom, you should be happy and you should be kind and love people. I'm like, where did you hear that?
That's a great lesson. You should learn that. All right, let's move on.
He said, I was watching your lady. Well, because I was playing her playlist and I had her down low, but I could still hear her. He had the phone real close and he was watching Alyssa over at Finding Happiness in All You Do. And he said, She said you should be kind and loving. It was so sweet. I wanted to call you and tell you, but I don't have your number. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to tell her on her community tab. He just loved it so much. And Nathan and Carmen are on screen.
We'll get back to it.
I'm pale. That's the problem.
One of the things that we're trying to work on with the green screen is Monica's skin complexion. So we may have to get like somebody to come in and like pat her down with some rouge.
I have to fake.
I had to say rouge since we have a bunch of old folks in here. They know what that means. Like
old folks. He said it. Yeah. I did not.
Anyway,
thank you, Carmen. I thought he was sweet. I thought it was great.
Yeah, so nice. All right. Anyway, well, we're about at the hour mark, so we got some folks that are behind
the scenes.
Behind the scenes, you all may know them as Gagne Farms, and that's what I know them as too. So that's all
I know them as Eric and Candice because I watch their channel, and I'm all like, "It's Eric and Candice, duh!" And actually, she has her own channel too. It's the Chicken Mama of Gagne Farms. Seriously cute, and she shows outtakes on hers because
you gotta like some outtakes.
I've heard through the grapevine, I think, that she's not allowed to play outtakes on the Gagne Farm stuff.
Wait, what?
I think I heard that.
No, get them up here. We don't waste no more time.
Here they come. Let's see. Wait, let me. Hey, Jackie, how are you? All right, here they come.
Waste no more time. Get them up here.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Let's just jump right into it because I'm hearing something about no outtakes are allowed on Gagne Farm videos. No.
Is it true?
No, hold on. This is not a question for Eric. This is a question for Candice.
Go for it.
Yes, I've wanted to do outtakes forever, and he says, no, that's dumb. So I don't get to on Gagne Farm, so I get to on my channel.
I love it.
Well, now I feel like Eric doesn't watch our outtakes. I don't know how I feel about that.
He stops.
No,
he's like, I refuse. Outtakes are stupid.
I just don't like our own.
I make him watch yours.
Hey, so sometimes I watch mine and I'm like, that's just dumb. I don't even know why I put that in there.
Well, I think they're funny.
Thank you. The thing is, I don't know. I always like watching those funny movies, and when they do the outtakes during the credits, and that I don't know. Sometimes I like that more than I like the movie.
I feel like we grew up as a generation of America's Funniest Home Videos. The real one, the Bob Saget one,
right?
The real, you actually had VHS, and it was like all those funny videos. I totally think that because we grew up in that like generation, I feel like the outtakes are just so funny for us, at least for me.
I didn't like
Eric just likes slow-mo stuff. Anything slow-mo. If it's anything slow-mo, he's gonna laugh. It could be the stupidest thing. If it's slow-mo, I'm like, well, Dad's gonna love this part.
All right, so Candice is clearly the one with the sense of humor on that side. So
yes,
what?
Eric's gonna start right off with the insults. Then he's gonna get into the questions.
That's all right.
Yeah. I didn't mention in the email that we sent that this is actually a roasting. This is not.
Oh yeah, that's great.
As long as it's for him.
Well, you're the one with a sense of humor, so we got to go with it, right?
Yep.
So I do. Monica mentioned that I like slow-mo, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The kids, and I don't know what it is. My oldest, especially my oldest, he used to do these slow-mos when it was first available, I guess, on iPhone or something like that. Mm-hmm. But he would like slap himself. And he's got like chubby cheeks, right? He gets it honestly from the pair of us. But
yeah, we got some chubby cheeks.
But man, it used to crack me up when I would always ask him, like, why are you hitting yourself like that? And then he would show me the slow-mo and I'm like, okay, this is just funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty silly. I mean, he would literally just take his time and just be like, smack. I'm like, that's just stupid. Right. But yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it every second watching that over and over.
So Eric, now to you. Why do you not have a sense of humor and refuse to put outtakes on the Gagne Farm videos?
That's so rude.
Well, if I did, I would have more outtakes than I had video. So, I mean, I would spend more time editing outtakes than I would be editing the video. So. Good I don't mind. I like watching them. I don't know. I do something different. I'm on the Gagne Farm videos. So
he's too professional for that.
Have you seen any of our work? It's not that professional.
I think it's fantastic. I love your videos.
Yeah.
You've been on my list of people that I watch. Because, you have people that you're like, watch because you really want to watch them. Other people, then you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't caught up with these people. Like, no, I like watch you. And so like when I missed a few, I didn't get notifications for something that over the winter, I didn't get notifications and realized I was unsubbed from y'all again. I was like, why did I miss that?
Yeah.
I had to go back and like binge all your like holiday recipes. I was like, hello, sugar pie. She makes sugar pie. I'm like, she made pie with sugar.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How can you go wrong with that? You know,
And like milk. I'm like, that's like basic. Okay.
There's nothing that you can do wrong with that.
I know. It was awesome. I wanted to eat it. I was watching her make it. I'm like, I gotta make sugar pie now. I didn't make it yet, but it's on my list.
So, question
good
for
stuff.
you: how do you do you both use the same camera, or what do you use to shoot your videos?
We don't always use the same camera.
no.
I a lot of times just use my phone camera, which I just upgraded my phone, which upgraded my camera. So that's a good thing.
Somebody got that Verizon deal.
That's right. Christmas presents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we both use our phones, and we also have a GoPro. So we use that. We're getting things here, you know, as we can, you know, as time goes on, we get more and more equipment. So we just picked up another Rode Video Micro the other day, just so we can have two setups going. It's easier when we're doing things out in the yard to have, you know, so we're not just pinned down to one camera.
Yeah.
So
you have multiple cameras set up based
yeah,
upon where you're going to be.
yeah. I try to just to, you know, kind of break it up and have more than one angle at things all the time. It just gets boring to me if you're just, you know, always talking in the camera, or, you know, always sitting in one spot in the garden when you're out doing things or something. So I try to do different things with it, and it's easier if you have multiple cameras.
That's why Eric started his walking thing. He went from like standing there doing, and he's like, we're going to try something new. I'm going to walk. So he did several videos where he was like walking video, and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that in one of the videos that I made, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
We were
if I can do
afraid
that.
we were afraid she was going to trip and fall and, you know, hit her head with the camera. And,
I had to keep looking down, make sure I wasn't going to trip over something.
That would be me. I would break myself on camera. That, I mean, we'd probably keep it go viral, but it wouldn't be for the right reasons. It'd be something really awful.
right.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, for me, I've tried, well, we've done a lot of multi-angles, but I usually have my kids working.
Mm-hmm.
So I have,
because
we do everything off of iPhone.
Yep.
And so some of the younger kids have our hand-me-downs. And then when we have, you know, different angles we're trying to take, we'll position some of the kids one direction. So sometimes when you watch the video, you'll see us where, you know, the camera angle is here, and then the next time it's like somebody looking up my nose.
Yeah.
And it's
a short one and a tall.
Exactly. Yeah. You can kind of tell who's got the camera at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you don't have the camera in the camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that gets me. Like, I can't have the camera looking at the camera. It's like the space-time continuum. You can't touch yourself. If you go back in time or something, or else you know the whole world explodes or whatever. It's the same thing with cameras. So if one camera sees the other camera, you know, we don't know what'll happen. So we just don't do it.
Right.
Your world implodes.
It
Yeah.
implodes.
Right.
Well,
He
yeah.
does have a sense of humor.
So I see that it's coming out now. He's loosening up.
It's all this milk I'm drinking here.
All right.
See?
Is that homegrown milk?
No, it's Walmart milk. I can't milk a chicken yet.
I was gonna say they don't have any animals that would give milk, I don't think, Eric. Way to be a fan, Eric.
Do you not have goats or something? I thought you had goats.
No. Why would
Eric's
I have
watching the wrong channel, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, no, not at all. Now
we don't have goats, and we have ducks and we have chickens, and I'm not milking either one of them.
I hear you. Well, you know, it's I'm not going to do to you what has been done to us several times, I guess, when we've been on lives, and they'll say, we were watching your video, and when you had that ostrich come past you, and I'm like, I don't think you're watching us because we don't have those.
Right.
We did see an ostrich, I think, when we were over at Jake's. I think he has an ostrich or an
No, it
emu
was
or
an
something.
emu.
Something. He's got a big bird over there.
Yeah.
Cute.
I am a bird fan, but I think I'll stay away from the ostriches.
They're cute. Like he has like an emu or something. It's big. Yes, we do have a GoPro at least.
So talking about the camera, that was the thing for me is what became difficult. So I wanted to ask, if you're using GoPros, do you have a mic hooked up as well?
I don't currently right now. They have like a mic expansion pack or something for it. I haven't got that yet, but I plan on getting that real soon. So the audio quality on the GoPro itself is not bad. You can tell when it's windy. There's mics on both sides of it, so it's supposed to switch between, like, if the wind's coming in the mic on the front, it'll switch to the mic on the back or something. But when I was filming with it outside, you could tell there was a little swooshing going on. So that's where I think the upgrade to the mic package for it is going to help.
Yeah,
that's really probably what we need to get, is a better mic for that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
we have some stuff, but
yeah, the GoPro for
we don't
me.
use it enough.
So we do have a GoPro. Somebody gave us a Hero 6, I think it was, and it's a great camera. The problem for me is, and it's cool because you can sync it with the iPhone. You can control everything through Bluetooth and all that good stuff. The problem for me is when it comes to editing, because it becomes more complicated when you have to try to load more video onto the phone to do all the editing. Yeah. And for me, I don't do any editing from a computer, at least for right now. And the reason why is because I can edit the video wherever I am, whether I'm sitting in an airport or on break, or waiting in the line somewhere. I can start working on a video. So but yeah, I think for us, and I noticed somebody in here that had asked if we had a drone. One of the things is projects with Paul. I know. I don't think he's trying to, Anyway,
everybody knows you have a drone. At least you had one drone and you got a second drone.
One of the things that I'm trying to incorporate, because I'm always trying to find better ways to shoot the video and make it look more professional, if you will, because I am definitely a perfectionist. And watching certain videos like Adventures on the Homestead and the Green Acre and some of these other folks, it makes me want to step my game up. And I don't want to be like them because that's their own style. Right. But, you ever watch those shows on TV where, like, in between the scenes, they do kind of like a drone shot where they're coming up over a tree, or they kind of show the mountains. That's kind of what I'm trying to incorporate. So our video dropped tomorrow. There is one transition with that in there. So
it's getting fancy.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll definitely check that out.
So now you guys are in where? Where are you located?
We're in Michigan.
Where in Michigan?
Mid-Michigan.
Show them on your hand. Come on. That's how we do it around here.
Is that the right way to them? We are right
there.
Right there.
Right about there.
That cracks me up because we have a friend from Michigan, and she was telling me about the UP and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't even understand what you're saying. She's like, it's a part of Michigan. It's up there. And I'm like,
that's this guy.
Yeah, that's the other hand.
That's the other hand. Yeah. And she was showing on her hand too. I was like, okay, that's just different. She's like, that's how we do it. I was like, okay.
It's easy that way.
I won't question anything. She lives in Florida now, so.
That's where most Michigan people migrate to, is Florida.
Yeah.
They go from one extreme to the next. They're like, we need to get out of this mess. It is cold.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you had a chance to check out Adventures on the Homestead yet, but he's a neighbor of yours.
Yeah, I've been binge watching him. As fast as he puts a video out, I try to watch it. So, yep, I'm definitely subbed and notified and bell rung. And, very, very good videos, and just the cinematography he does with everything is awesome. So, and Michael from the Green Acres the same way too. They're both really good. And I wish I was that good, but I got a steep learning curve, so we're getting there. But
well, it's interesting. Here, selfless.
Woo,
selfish?
What's happening right now?
Selfish? No, shameless. There you go.
Did you just have some kind of like stroke or something? What is happening? Sorry.
Shameless plug. There you go. Thank you for helping me out with that. I appreciate you.
I had no idea what you were saying. You were like,
okay. Anyway, Monica does this show on Monday mornings. It's Round the Hay Bale. Mm-hmm. And one of the things on their first show that they had the band McMillan on there, and they had asked her a question about videos. And the thing that really kind of amazed me, because they have a pretty good following, is she said that to her surprise, a lot of times the videos that they do very little editing in are the videos that get most views.
Right.
And it's almost like it's more of an organic thing. And I'm not saying that to take away from what some of these guys are doing at all, but it has helped me to calm down a little bit, because I've always tried to like make sure that there are no mishaps in the video, or like you said, that there's a camera that's showing, or, you know, the video that we're dropping tomorrow, that you can see you can see a shadow of the camera. But
yeah, I hate shadows too. That I
don't watch that one tomorrow then.
Yes, this is something we go round and round with a lot, because he's a perfectionist for sure. And whenever we're filming, I'm like, oh my God, that was good enough. Just
like, no, the shadow was at a 14-degree angle and he's at a 17-degree angle. What are you doing?
This is why you're married to him. This is why I'm married to Eric, because they need people in their life that says, hey, it's good enough. This is good. Yeah, it is okay.
Definitely can
do this. It's okay to use this one. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's okay.
It'll be okay.
It will be. It will be okay, Eric. We can both say the same thing. It's going to be okay, Eric.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe it's that Viking name.
Yeah, the Eric.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
I will be honest, Eric.
See, I was scratching with that one.
I have to say, I feel inadequate since I've cut my beard, and now that you're on here, I should have had you on before I cut my beard.
I don't know. It might have been like, you know, Thunder Twin powers or something going on. I don't know.
He said something about the beard, and my 11-year-old came over immediately to look. He was like, I need to see this. Hey, sifting some soil 55. So, okay, so you have some more questions? Okay, so I just want to say, Candice, I love that you did your chicken channel. Stop for a second. You didn't ask your question fast enough.
I have all these questions here, and you're asking me
your
questions.
Duck pool thing, genius, total genius. Because I have these like little raggedy duck pools that I have to like spray out and then like dump and like drain it and stand on the side. So awesome. That's definitely what I'm going for in the spring, because I'm going to revamp my duck water pool thing in the spring, because I've had ducks pretty much since we moved here, and I've used the hard pools.
Yeah.
And they, in the wind, they blow up, they, blow, and then they crack, and then they break, and you can only duct tape so much. So I love that. I love that pool. If you haven't seen that, you need to go check out Candice's Chicken Mama Gagne Farm. Go check out the video, and she talks about the duck pool thing. I love that idea. How did you come up with that idea? Did you see that somewhere?
No. No, it
was called Amazon.
I was just typed it in. I'm like,
and she has my credit card number.
There. Oh.
So, I heard you guys talking about that the other day. So
saved in there. It's just saved. So it is what it is.
Yes.
It goes both ways though, so
right now in Michigan it's all just a bunch of ice. So
yeah.
They can't use their big pool right now.
So what do you do for water for them in the really, really cold? Are you just using small bowls or buckets or?
Yeah, well, this has been our first winter with ducks, so we've been kind of learning as we go. But I got some heated dog bowls, and so we started using those. Well, we have one, and we put it out there, but we've got one duck that just really likes to rule the roost, and he'll just immediately jump in it and splash all the water out. So by the time I get home from work, there's just a bunch of steaming poo in the bottom of it and no water.
Pretty much.
So we built a little cage thing around it. Well, he built a little cage thing around it so they can put their heads through and get their heads in the water, but they can't sit in it and make the steaming poo. So
oh, did you do a video on that?
No, that was kind of like a spur of the moment. You need to hurry up and put something on there.
So Lisa has a great idea. The stock tank and the stock tank heater. The only problem is that with the stock tank, you have to be able to lift it and get rid of it. So you would need a smaller stock tank. And I was sitting here wondering if the stock tank heater, because you can get them for like $35 at the local feed store or wherever usually. Yeah. If you can find one of those, I wonder if it'll work for that big duck pool.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah. Don't know because of the plastic, that softer plastic, but I would be interested to see, because I think that might solve your problem as long as they're not idiots and chewing that cord.
Oh, they're idiots.
They are kind of idiots.
They'll do whatever you don't want them to do. So
Yeah, I know. We have a bunch of ducks. Every time we have more ducks, Eric's like, why do we have all these ducks? And then he's like, why do we have all these chickens? Because I have a bad habit of incubating chickens. Chickens are awesome.
Yes, they are.
And he's not his favorite animal. So,
come on.
But that's because they poop everywhere and they have no manners because they free range anywhere and everywhere they want. Yeah. And so they pretty much do whatever they want. So he's like, there's poop everywhere all the time.
So there's animals, they have manners?
Yeah, no.
The cows have manners.
He likes to think that cows have manners, but I literally just got chased by a year cow yesterday. Yes, I did. No. Yes, I did. No. Yes, the 11-year-old's my witness. Actually, all of my children are my witness. As a matter of fact, the longhorn, our bottle calf longhorn from last year, he's a year old, and he will literally chase you down, as well as all the other yearlings that we have here. They will chase you down. They have bad manners too. So your cow do not have good manners, Eric.
No, you cannot.
Yes, they are bad manner too.
You cannot use a bottle calf as an example as being chased down. He's literally trying to come to you because he knows that you have food.
Right.
They have not been. He's not been bottle fed in a long time.
He's still a mama baby. You know
just
that.
Saying.
You know that.
Okay, so yeah, we currently produce our own 100% maple syrup. Wait, you just took that off of there. Grow organic vegetables, and we raise our own naturally healthy chicken and eggs. So. I know you guys, don't you do maple syrup there too?
Yes, we do. Yep. It's getting close to that season and we're kind of gearing up for that right now too.
That's pretty awesome. So when you moved there, when you acquired that land, did you intend?
I didn't move here. I was born here.
You were born there.
Oh, wow. Hello,
I didn't know that.
You didn't know it was in the family for over 100 years? Why don't you watch their videos?
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. I just like watching Candice cook chili and cookies and stuff so he can have it when he's hunting.
That's right.
Yeah.
And make sugar pie. I watch a lot of the food videos. I'm so sorry.
They're the best ones.
Yeah.
I just realized I've watched your lives before, and apparently I watch all your chicken and food videos. I'm sorry. I did watch.
Yeah, we don't do anything else. That's pretty much it.
I watched part of your hunting review thing, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. He's doing a review on a hunting thing, but I'm not a hunter. Bloop. And then I like turned it down. I just turned you down and let it play. Right. I did let it play though. Just so you know. I just didn't watch all of it. I'm sorry. I'll just be completely honest. It wasn't interesting to me.
That's the way it goes.
Well, as far as like the syrup thing, we just started doing that about 4 years ago, I think. So it was kind of it wasn't like a family thing. And there's a lot of people up here that do, they have a family tradition of, making maple syrup for 100 years, but we didn't do that at all. So we just kind of
started with like, because he was born here and then we got married and I moved here.
She moved here. We're not related or anything. So
we're both born so that's a good thing. But
we grew up here together.
Yeah, no.
No.
Isn't that right, sis?
Going on here? So anyway, when I moved here, I was like, wow, we've got all these trees here. We should be, I want to learn how to make maple syrup. So I got online and ordered a little kit and it sat in our closet for about 3 years and a
couple years.
Yeah. So then we finally got serious about it and we're like, okay, we're going to do this. And so Eric designed an evaporator pan and figured all that out. And we kind of add something new to it every year. Last year we added a filter press, which is amazing because it just made the syrup so much clearer and takes the sugar sand out of it. So that was our acquisition last year.
Yep. So cool. I think we've been doing it like regular now for 4 years. So been getting a little bit better each year. And
have you been getting more? You can tell that you're getting more each year.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the weather, how much sap the trees give really. So it's, or how many trees you tap, how many buckets you put out. So
do you have a lot more trees than you normally tap? I mean, do you only tap a certain amount or?
Oh yeah. We tapped 50 trees last year, 60 trees. We own, 60 acres of woods. So
wow, that's cool.
I could never tap I just tap around the house area right here close by. So, we can get it quick with the pickup. If I was to go all the way out back or something, I'd have to have a vacuum system where it's all lines coming up to a central tank and everything. We're not that big yet. So
he did promise me a 4-wheeler with a wagon. We could tap more trees down a trail that we cleared out, but I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, this is a good spot to call out the husband.
Yeah, right.
I'm all about that.
Oh, you are?
Now everybody knows.
No, not for you. You don't.
It's gotta
you don't
happen.
say anything.
Everybody knows Candice needs a 4-wheeler.
Yep.
Hashtag Candice needs a 4-wheeler. Go ahead and put it in the chat. How many people want Eric to buy Candice a 4-wheeler?
Kubota with a
there
bucket.
You go. Everybody's like, just buy Candice a 4-wheeler. It'll be fine. She'll have her little chicken logo on it.
She's got a 4-wheeler. It's a Caravan, Dodge Caravan. She drives it all over town.
That's not even it. Nope. It doesn't work like
snow, mud.
Oh, yeah, I could probably Baja that through the trail, but it'd be interesting.
Yeah, way to throw me under the tractor. That's funny.
I see a lot of people thumbs up the 4-wheeler thing.
Yeah, everybody's liking a 4-wheeler thing.
Oh, double thumbs up from Brenda Baker. Okay.
Yeah, and Dale says Candice needs a 4-wheeler.
That's a hashtag.
That was the hashtag Candice needs a 4-wheeler.
I'll put that on there.
For sure.
Belly Acres.
There you go.
Chili and Carrie say, get her a little red wagon. So is that something you ever thought about doing for money, or do you ever use it to make, kind of help a little bit with the income for the house? Or are you just kind of like, meh, we'll just do it for fun?
The maple syrup?
Yeah.
We do sell it. I mean, we don't make it in huge quantities enough to like make a huge profit off of it or anything. But, we sell it and we give it away as presents to like family and friends and stuff like that. And
we make a little bit of money off it, but it just pays for equipment
and
And that's, I only ask because, sometimes that's another way for people to supplement what they're doing on the homestead. I mean, I think Candice, I know you work outside the home, and then Eric, you both work. Yeah. So when you're working outside the home, it feels like sometimes when you start, now you guys may not feel this way, but I feel like sometimes on the farm, when you work outside the home and then you start to do things on the farm, when you do it for yourself, that's one thing. But when you start to do it and then you start to sell it, sometimes it becomes too much. Like sometimes you feel like you're doing it more for others and not for yourself. And then it's not fun anymore. It takes that enjoyment out of it, especially when you're so busy with so many other things. So, just curious. That's what I was kind of asking. Cause I'm like,
we have definitely seen that. And that's something that I've really been kind of focusing on this winter is keep asking myself the why. Why am I doing this? What is our goal? It's really important to keep asking yourself that over and over again, because you can get into things and you're doing it. And then you're like, yeah, this feels like a whole second full-time job now. And I don't know why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's part of it. We were doing vendor events and stuff for a while, and Eric was like, we gotta make more jam. We're selling the pepper jam and it's great. And the pepper jam. And I'm like, this is awesome. And then I'm like, but I want pepper jam for my pantry. Yeah. I want to be able to give it away.
Right.
Like, exactly. Like when Jake and Ann came up, I was like, hey, you don't do this. How about I share with you what I make? And it just made me feel good to just bless people with it. And it wasn't like a thing I wanted money for. I enjoyed doing it until it became like, oh, we got to make more to sell it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds really stupid, but I don't know. It just took away that enjoyment because we're busy with so many other things. And I just want it to be fun too.
Yeah.
And it's part of the YouTube thing too. We just want it to be fun, which is why it was cool that I saw that when you started your channel too. I'm like, oh, cool. She's having fun with it too. They're doing their own thing, but she's having fun with something a little bit separate. And it's just kind of neat to see that you're doing things and you're still having fun with it, because a lot of people just kind of lose that fun value or the fun factor and they make it more of a business. And trade honey.
Yeah, at that point when I had started my channel, it was kind of like, oh my gosh, I got tired of oh my God, okay, we got to get a video out. We got to get a video out right now at this time on this day. And, And
we
I'm
did
like,
that
ugh.
all last year, and it was, everybody says on YouTube, oh, you gotta be consistent for a year and post, exact same time, exact same day for a whole year before you even get, any kind of traction, and which we did. So we did a whole year's worth. Plus we did, the year before where we did a whole bunch of videos as well. And it was, if we kept going with the exact same schedule that we were doing, it may have gained more traction. But at the same time, we were pulling our hair out trying to get videos out. I was staying up, all weekend long, until 2 o'clock in the morning trying to edit videos and post videos. And that's not, I don't want to do that, and then you're just making, junky videos to get a video out. I'd rather, not put a video out 1 week and make a good video, and it might take me 2 weeks, or it might take me, a week and a half, or, it might take me 4 days. And just, however it comes out, it's kind of, that's more, I think, what we're going to try to do here in the future with things. Cause it's,
just share what we have to share.
Yeah.
When it comes along and when we have it, and not. So
with working and kids and schedules and, doing all that. And then, what you guys know, when you're doing a video, it takes over twice as long to do the task that you're doing. I can go out and pick the garden in an hour, but it might take me 3 hours to go pick it if I'm videoing it. So it's just, it takes forever doing stuff, and which I enjoy. I enjoy doing it all, but is to just force it out is, I don't think it's any good either. So
I was making some candied almonds today for some friends of ours, and I felt guilty. I'm like, oh my God, I should be filming this, but I don't want to. I only have a little bit of time to do this.
I was going to ask if you filmed.
I know you were.
Well, see, and that's, I think, a lot of the things we've done too. It's funny because Eric will say, I got to go do such and such. And then I'll be like, okay. And then he'll go do it. And then I see him grab the camera thing. And Abigail's like, he's recording. And, then he comes in, hey, I need someone to help. I need someone to, hold this for me, or blah, blah, blah. And then a task that like you said, if it'll take 15 minutes, it's now going to take 35 minutes to do, because he's got to make sure that the takes are right. He just went outside and did a short the other day of that baby calf. And he came inside and he gave it to me to put it up as a reel or a short. And I'm like, hey, the whole first part is kind of wrecked. There's so much wind. He's like, okay. And then he went back outside and did it. I was like, I could just do it really quick and be like, hi, check it out. Look what we got. And then be done. But he went outside. It took him another 15 minutes before he came back in. So you're right. It's just, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and we want to share the things we want to share with everybody, but sometimes it just takes a little longer. And I just don't want it to suck the fun out of what we're doing either. So far, so good. But we're also not going to stress if we can't get a video out 1 week.
Right.
It is what it is.
Are you talking to yourself?
I'm talking to you, actually.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to stress. It's going to be okay.
The thing is that, for me, I have in my mind a lot of times what I want to shoot, and then I get bits and pieces here and there, and I try to put it together. And so we actually haven't really shot a real video, I think, in a couple weeks. We've just been using a lot of material that we've already had stockpiled. And I was riding to work the other day, and I was like, man, I miss it. I miss, having an idea of what I want to do and how to go about doing it. So I guess it was a needed break, and I think sometimes that's what we have to remember is, first of all, it's not, for most of us, it's not an actual job because we're not being paid for it. It's more of a hobby. Yep. And then the second piece about that is that if you don't miss doing it, maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've spent so much time on just shorts before. I've spent 4 hours editing a short, which should take, I'm not joking, I've spent
he's not.
2 or 3 hours doing a thumbnail. It's just,
he's not joking.
Yeah, she knows. She gets pissed at me. I don't know why, but that's the thing. A short should be like, it should take me like, an hour or something at tops. But I'm up all night editing a short. I'm like, really? All right, this is a little bit.
If your editing is taking an hour and it's only 60 seconds or less, you might want to think about that.
She's like,
you want to think about that ratio a little bit.
Yeah.
So I usually do as many shorts as I can if I'm trying to help him get through it, because sometimes Eric will overthink it as well, and I'll take it all the way to the 60-second mark. And he's like, oh, I got it. I'm like, dude, keep it short and sweet, man. Just keep it short and sweet. Boom, boom, done. Like, it's okay. But see, I'm on Instagram. I'm posting reels. I'm trying to do that and trying to get the Instagram feedback, because obviously our Instagram and our YouTube are still, they're probably about neck and neck right now. And it's funny to watch people, because there are a lot of people that have like thousands of subscribers on Instagram and like 300 on YouTube.
Right.
So most people don't do both very well. And so I feel like we're moving slow and steady, but because we're splitting things up a lot, he's doing a lot of the YouTube work and I'm trying to do as much of the Instagram and the Facebook and just those things, because I'm on Instagram and Facebook for my direct sales. I'm on there for my family stuff. I'm on there anyway. Whereas if he can produce and do some of the content on YouTube, it makes it easier on me to be able to do the rest of the other social media stuff. So I feel like we've kind of got a leg up on a lot of other things because we are two and we can do that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to help each other out that way.
Right. Definitely. Well, I know when Candice helps me out, just doing little things, even taking a video and cutting it, you know, I mean, that helps me out so much because I can go out and finish whatever job we're doing or, you know, clean up after a project or something. But if she's in here cutting a video down for me, I mean, it takes hours of time away that we're just kind of helping each other out. So I know what you guys mean by sharing the load.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's some times where Eric will look at me and be like, okay, you have a video for this week? And I'm like, no.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Now I have to say.
I'm like, need me to go make something real quick? I can talk to the camera for 5 minutes. Give me a second.
Wait. Okay. So in all fairness, this is how it happens. Ready? I got a lot going on this week. Oh, okay. No, this is Monica, by the way. Oh, okay. No problem. I can do a video.
That's a nice voice. Thank you.
You're welcome. On Thursday night after the live, I'm like, you got the video ready for Friday morning, right? Oh, you wanted me to do? Oh, yeah. No, I can. Yeah, I can put something together real quick. What do you mean real quick? We're talking about a couple hours before we're going to bed, and you want to shoot something and edit it? Oh, the one night right around Christmas when we were doing our holiday treats one. She was like, oh, I'm just going to shoot this real fast. We didn't get in bed until like 2:00 that morning.
But guess who's up after he gets it uploaded? Guess who's up putting all the hashtags in, putting the description in, cutting and pasting and loading all that up? That's me on the YouTube, because I'm on the laptop working out all that stuff. Because he's fast on his phone. That's not me. I'm not fast on my phone. I'm like a person that types like this still. I got my phone and I'm like,
yep.
And so there's no thumb action here. I got fat thumbs and they just hit all the buttons. So I'm like, boop, 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 boop. So I need to get on the computer and do it that way. So I'm on the computer doing it that way.
So let's talk about the maple syrup for a second more. Yeah. I had a question about the brine that Candice did.
Okay.
So
for the turkey.
Yeah, you had mentioned something. Where did you come up with that recipe? I was just curious.
She made it. She made it up on the fly.
Well,
videoed it.
Yeah, totally. No, I was actually inspired by Casey at Ormsby Farms. He had done something similar.
His turkey brine.
Yep. And so I got the idea from him, and then I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. Yeah. I used his bag idea to put it in, but it
worked after you exploded the first one.
It did. Yeah, I didn't put that in the video. That was interesting.
That's a blooper. We don't show bloopers, remember?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Man. Missed out on that one. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
You just need to make a blooper reel at the end of your year.
Oh,
Gagne bloopers. That'll be it. It'll go viral.
Just start compiling it like every video and just throw it in a folder or something. But
it'd be a long video.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the idea though of the combination? I think that's what kind of intrigued me because I never thought about using maple syrup as part of the brine. But could you taste it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could taste it. Yep.
It's just your sweetness.
Yeah, it's like a honey glazed ham, and we put syrup on our ham. You know, something like that.
I'm always trying to come up with stuff that I can use our syrup in.
We put maple syrup in our summer sausage.
Yep.
I mean, it's not much, but enough you get a maple flavor to it. Definitely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, do you do all of your own smoking of your meats and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're a hunter, or where are you getting all your meat from?
Yeah, we just hunt here. We don't have large livestock yet. That's something we're working on for this year. And once I think we're gonna, I don't know if I should say all of it, but we're looking at
say all of it, and then we're going to hold you accountable to everything you say on this live.
I don't want her to do that to me. we're looking at possibly getting some other livestock, and then being able to process that and smoke it, all the meats and everything ourselves here, because I do all that with we do all our meat chickens and deer, so we do all that here. I don't send anything out to a processor or nothing. And I did have a friend of mine raise a pig for us 2 years ago. And he had taken a whole batch, like 4. It was a batch, but he took like 4 of them to the processor, and I went and got it, and it was okay, but I think I could do a lot better job. So that's why I want to do it myself. So
nice.
Except he keeps trying to convince me that we're gonna like butcher the pigs ourselves too.
Why not? Butcher a deer, you can butcher a pig. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's got all the same
really
parts.
is. It's very similar. The only thing we don't do is make our own sausage. I was going to ask, do you have a good sausage recipe? Do you have a video on that?
Funny you should say. Well, we just filmed one, so that's something that'll be coming out very shortly.
So it's deer sausage, it's the venison?
I actually did a little bit of everything. So
That is awesome.
We did brats, we did just pork brat, but and then we did summer sausage with just ground beef, and then we did hunter sticks with venison. So
That's
a little bit of
awesome.
different, yeah.
And you did a video on actually how you did that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Because we've tried to make our own sausage only a few times, and I just can't get the right combination, the right ratio down. And I don't know if I'm going to take the time to do it myself, I don't want to screw it up, and I don't want to play around with it. We don't have this big, meat grinder. We have we do have a nice size meat grinder. Don't get me wrong, but because it's such a process, because I do flash freeze the meat, I make sure it's nice and cold. Everything is really cold before I use it, because that's what the meat grinder thing says to do. I'm trying to be really mindful of that, and it doesn't, for the large quantity that we use for our family, it's a lot. And I don't have the mental capacity for all that. And I'm not going to play around with the meat and screw it up and have something that tastes awful. So we've always just sent our stuff to the processor, but it's something that I want to be able to do and know that I have a recipe that someone that we've known has actually tried. It's one thing to go on YouTube and find someone, Johnny and Mary from down the road, but if I know these people, they're not really down the road, but if I know these people, then it makes more sense to me. I can say, no, Eric and Candice had tried this. They said it was a pretty good one. Let's try that, since we know there's people, these are real people, not just
stakes aren't as high.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing that I think that you learn when you raise the animal yourself. You're less willing to try things because you don't want to mess it up.
Now I would do a wild hog. I'd try if we'd had wild hog before. And we did. That's who we played with. Hog meat. We played with wild, meat that way, and the game meat. And so we tried sausage with that, and it was just the ratio. I just couldn't get the seasonings right. So
now I do want to say real quick, because I see my buddy Jake over here saying about wild hog. I'm going to say that wild hog is actually pretty good. It just
depends on the hog. I think
we've had some people drop some stuff off to us. They've been boars and they've been
mamas,
sows, and you can definitely, if you're in tune with the smell of boar taint, then you'll know it. But I think that there's definitely ways around that.
Yeah.
But do you all have like feral hogs and stuff up there on your property?
No.
Not on our property. There have been some in the area a couple times, but not here.
Like 2.
Right.
In the probably the third of, there's not very many around here at all. Nothing like down south where you guys are. There's a few here and there, but no, nothing. And that's just ones that got out, from a farm or something. May have lived out in the woods for a year or 2, but that's about as feral as they get around here.
Yeah.
Well, the news likes to pick it up and make it into a big deal, but
of course.
Wild feral pigs.
They get crazy down here. I know that's the reason why we had a guy that was up the road. He was helping out a farmer down the way a little bit, and he was on his property. And he came back one morning. He was like, hey, I got some hogs. He had 5 in the back of his truck. And here, Eric wasn't even home the one day. And he was like, I got 5 hogs in the back of the truck. I'm going to bring them over. We're just going to go ahead and skin them and get them, And I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like, we had done it before, but I was like, hi, it's just me here with my kids. Eric's not here. He's like, well, I got to get this done. So I'm going to come over. So we came over and he did it right in my driveway with my now 19-year-old, who was only probably 15 at the time. And so here's the 15-year-old helping with these. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was an experience. But I was more inclined to try that meat and play around with it when it came to making different things than I am with my hogs that I put, 6 to 9 months into. And I'm like, I am not messing this up because not good. I'm not taking that chance. It's so nerve-wracking because it's such a big animal, which was also why when we did our turkeys, hey, Sheila B, we did our turkeys at Christmas time and we only did 2 that got big enough that we could do. So we had one at Thanksgiving and one at Christmas. And at Christmas time, Eric was like, I think I'm going to smoke it. And I was like, oh, you've never smoked turkey before. He's like, yeah, but I've smoked other meats. And I'm like,
it's the same thing.
Could we not smoke the turkey for Christmas? Can we just wait? Try it out another time?
I would have. I'd done that in a heartbeat.
I would have done it, but
so
see, here's what's going to happen: is if it wasn't perfect, then it would be like, see, I told you we should have never done. Why did you decide to smoke it the first time?
Remember,
it was like Christmas dinner.
Yep. Then Monica every year, Monica would be saying, "Remember that Thanksgiving of 2020, and you tried to smoke the turkey.
All
and
we had to do was just wait.
Terrible.
Wait when it's not a holiday, and then he can do whatever he wants with it. He can, but it's a holiday. It was a holiday. You don't try something new on a holiday. You tell your mom that all the time. His mom's like, I have a new recipe. I'm going to try it out at Christmas. And he's like, no, you don't try a new recipe at Christmas.
Don't mess with Christmas.
You try the new recipe before Christmas. We approve it or we disprove it, and then you make it or you don't make it. We do not try new recipes at a major holiday. You get one day to be a glutton, and that's the day.
Right.
Wow, settle down, Monica.
I wake up thinking about food, okay? I'm sorry.
It's important.
I like food. I like food.
So one thing that's interesting, since you're a hunter, what was that? What's that disease that they said that the deer can carry?
Chronic wasting disease.
The chronic wasting disease, yeah.
What is that? Because
I just introduced that to him the other day. He's like, I don't know what that is.
I'm not a hunter. Well, I try to hunt.
He got his hunting license, took his big test and everything.
Yeah.
So proud.
All right, settle down. This is about him right now, okay?
Ask him about.
Yeah. So anyway, Monica was saying that somebody had seen a post where they were just going to dump all this meat because they had just tested it. And the guy's response was, I will come and pick it up from you. And, he got like 80 pounds of meat or whatever from this other guy. So what is it, something that's legit, or is it kind of like the mad cow disease where it's just like this scare tactic almost of the FDA? Can I say that? Will we shut down for that?
I don't know. Don't say it.
Okay.
No, chronic wasting disease is, something that is around. And it's around close to us too. So we do have to watch for it. It is similar to mad cow. I've never seen it myself from any deer that I have here. But definitely there's, videos of just the, next town over, they've got them bad over there. So, it is a real thing. Apparently the DNR says they get it by, touching noses. That's how they spread from deer to deer. So that's why we don't have food plot, or we don't have bait piles. We can have a food plot. And obviously the deer can touch noses out in the middle of an 80-acre field, but they can't do it on your corn pile in front of you. So there's that.
Yeah.
Well, now that makes so much sense.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's so clear now. So, one of the things I've been doing recently when I look.
Well, did you ask if he can eat it? Can you eat it though? You can eat it, right?
I wouldn't eat it. No.
You wouldn't eat it.
But would you get him tested, or would you just look at the deer and be able to tell?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can tell if that deer was acting a little funky. There's something wrong with it. You're gonna know something's going on. So once you get into it, you're gonna definitely know that you should have it checked at least. Or like I said, I've never had it myself in any deer I've ever had here, so I don't have much firsthand experience as to checking for it. But if you had a real skinny deer wandering around beating its head against a tree or something, I probably wouldn't eat it.
Well, why would you? If you saw one just beating his head against the tree, why would you shoot it?
I don't know. It's different. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
They got that, and they got, I don't know, 100 other diseases they all got now, and they got a lot of regulations up here on things. Yeah, the deer. Oh, the Michigan DNR said at the beginning of the season that all the deer have COVID. So there's that.
What?
Yep. Apparently they tested the deer and they have COVID, and I don't know what that meant, but I ate mine anyways. So.
Hey, it's your immunization.
I guess. Yeah, I got the antibodies out of it at least.
Hey, whatever.
Did it have a mask on at least?
No. I was surprised it didn't get a ticket or something.
That's why you kill it, because it wasn't wearing a mask.
Right. Yep. And all them bait piles we got around out here, all for the squirrels. You just put a sign up in the tree that says "squirrels only," and you got to shoot the deer off of it.
Them deer do whatever they want. They're like, not today. It's like
I'm obviously joking, though. I do follow all the state rules for hunting. I'm a pretty ethical hunter when it comes to stuff like that. So, well, I don't need a bait pile to hunt off of. I got so much natural feed around. Like I said, you're hunting on a corner of a field.
Yeah,
you don't need a bait pile. Yeah. You don't need a corn pile in the cornfield.
Yeah.
So
you have 60 acres. Do you hunt on your own property?
Yeah, we actually have like right around 140 total.
Nice.
So about 60 of that's wooded. So the rest of it's farmland. So
got it. So you have plenty of room for that big livestock.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that is it's out back and there's no electricity or water out that way. So if I was to do something with all that livestock, I'd have to get them up close to the barn or something, at least to get water to them or something. I don't know, or drill a well. And I don't know much about drilling wells. So
that's been our biggest issue with getting started with homesteading. I mean, that's kind of why we've taken it slow and introduced like one thing at a time, because we didn't really have the infrastructure for it. And like he said, we don't have water that goes out very far from the house. So
yeah. And that makes sense. I mean, that's a good thing. That's the best way to do a homestead, is when you take your time and you plan first, and you understand, obviously, plans can change and plans can get completely wrecked. But the best part about it is not going so fast that you just throw yourself into a train wreck.
Right.
It can be really hard when you go so fast. You just get overwhelmed so fast. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think if I had added anything with the ducks, I would have lost my mind.
Ducks are just messy. They're sweet, but they're super messy. Yes, Eric doesn't necessarily love our ducks either. We have Muscovies now that we added to our flock, and he's like, okay, I like Muscovies. I hate everybody else. And I'm like, because the Muscovies are quiet.
Yes, they are.
And they kind of creep. So they kind of look like dinosaurs, because they kind of like creep this like little creepy walk, and they're really sweet. They're quiet, and they lay eggs, and he can eat those eggs. And so I think that as I decide to what I'm going to do with my flock this year, because my flock is about 2 years old. Majority of them, at least half of them, of my regular ducks are about 2 years old. So I'm going to have to start paring back some of my originals and start looking at where I want to fill in those gaps with. And the Muscovies, I think, are his jam now. So he likes them.
Well, our ducks aren't laying yet.
Oh, and, I know.
Basically, I'm just feeding 4 animals out in my backyard right now. So
that's how I feel about my kids.
Do you have drakes? You have hens, right? Did you already look and see if
I don't know. They're 4 ducks.
For sure.
I don't know. They look like ducks to me, but
do you know how to tell though, right? With the quack?
Yeah. I thought I did.
Pretty sure we got 3 hens and
a drake.
And a drake,
and did you see
the drake?
The curly
I didn't
tail?
think was a drake.
Did you see the curly tail on any of them yet?
No, but
okay. So, yeah, that'll come up, and that takes a little longer sometimes in some breeds. But the curly tail is one sign. And then if you pick them up, a lot of times if you get your hands on them and you pick them up, if they're girls, they'll honk a little faster. Like you'll hear that deeper honk, that deeper,
Right.
What in the world? Are you laughing at me?
That come hither honk, right?
No, like when you squeeze them, they
stop.
you grab them.
Just stop.
You're like,
Stop.
You hug a deer.
That's your job. I'm not squeezing no hen
You
duck.
squeeze a deer, a deer. You squeeze a duck, and it'll make like that, like quack, and it'll have like
Here, this guy right here will
What?
ship you
Who wants ducks?
a truck full.
Yeah, Jake will be like, he's like, and we're driving to Michigan. Just so you know, I'm driving to Michigan tomorrow.
You gotta talk to Chicken Mama on that one because
He said free ducks. He's handing out ducks. Free ducks for anybody.
We went to visit him, and he was trying to give us all kinds of birds. And every time I was just like cracking my neck, and I'm like, oh man, we better not walk out of here. And I didn't know the guy, so I'm like, man, he's just trying to pass all his junk off to me. I don't want any birds.
Well, I will say though that Ann and I think his wife Ann and I are probably like soul sisters because we both like to incubate. And so incubating ducks or chickens, oh my gosh, it's so addictive. It is pretty amazing. So yeah, that's probably the problem.
Well, I will be hitting you up this year then because I attempted to incubate last year and it did not go very well. So
I love to incubate. You ask away. I love it. I have been doing it for several years. I love it. I can't stop. It's really sad.
She's good at it. Just if you go out and look in our backyard, you'll see how good she is at it.
I think at one point we had over 33 ducks. And he's like, how many ducks do we have? I'm like, 20 something, maybe. And then I'm like, maybe more than that. I don't know. And chickens, I don't even know how many we have. It's so bad. One's like sick and the kids are like, there's a sick chicken. I'm like, okay, well, let's put her in the sick ward. And so we have like a little pen and I'll like tend to them. But the one chicken, she died the one day and they were like, Mom, the chicken died. I'm like, well, I tried, but kind of life. I feel so bad. I mean, I do feel bad, but I'm like, well, we get a lot of chicken.
50 more, so.
Yeah, I'm like, I get like a bunch. So, okay. So, but I do take care of them. Yes, that's a lot. It's a lot. But we have to have, yeah, look, you said I fell asleep when you were telling one of his stories. Yeah, look, Jake says, what kind of ducks do you want? They all quack. So you're good.
Yeah.
There's
the ones that lay eggs. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's right.
They will start as soon as it gets warmer. They will start. More than likely, it's just going to take that little spot of heat to really get them going. Mine stop laying sometimes too, and we live in Texas for crying out loud. So mine will stop laying in the off season as well. So as soon as you get that little bit of sun, it'll get nice and.
Ours won't go in a coop. I built a whole coop for them, and they won't go inside of it. So
do you have to like rush them in? We clap our hands and say bedtime. This sounds so stupid, but we do.
They won't even
bedtime.
We have like a little run out front, and the door we just leave it open. We have a fence that goes around the whole thing, so they pretty much stay in the fence at night. But they won't go. Like I have, nice straw, nice area for them to get out of the wind and the cold. When it was 6 below zero here the other morning when I got up, these ducks are sitting out there in the middle of the snowbank and just hanging out at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know. I figure if they didn't want to go in, then they can go in there. They have no problem. They just, I don't know, too stupid or something to go inside the coop.
I was just amazed at how the cold weather didn't bother them as much.
No, actually, it probably is worse in the heat. They're probably a lot more. The heat it does it to them for sure, especially if they're low on water or whatever. The cold, I mean, most of mine, I don't have any trouble with mine until it's springtime. If they're drinking water that's been sitting for a little bit, they'll go in the pasture and drink stagnant water. And almost every year I will get at least 1 or 2 ducks that have been drinking the water that's been sitting there, running off into the pasture from the cattle and all the stuff from there. And they're just in there having a great old time. And I'm like, I've got clean pools for you out front. Go out front. Go in those nice, beautiful, clean pools, but they don't care. They're drinking that water and getting sick. And so every year I have to be really mindful about actually adding water to the puddles. But yeah, and Muscovy ducks do not quack. They're just, they make their little quiet sounds and they're chill, which is probably why Eric likes them so much.
But they also don't lay every day like the Peking or.
They do. They lay, but they won't lay as many eggs a year. So yeah, so they do not lay.
I just said lay every day.
Well, they do lay every day, but it's seasonal.
Why you got?
It's seasonal. They don't lay all the seasons either.
Well, if they only lay in one season, what?
It's different.
No, it's not different.
It is different.
You're making no sense.
And they even incubate longer too.
All right. Well, look, we are up against our time. We try to be diligent about that. Remind me again, Candice, what is the name of your channel?
Chicken Mama from Gagne Farms. Of Gagne Farms.
Chicken Mama of Gagne Farms. Yeah.
There you go. And then Eric is the king of Gagne Farms.
That's right.
And the dictator of all editing.
Yes,
pretty much.
Well, we're going to start on an
us.
We're going to start on an insult and end on one.
Thanks for having us on. We had a great time tonight and I appreciate it. And we love watching you guys and all the cool, crazy stuff you got going on and all your animal stuff. I've been watching all the cow videos because I'm trying to get up to that point in our homesteading adventure. So keep putting them out there. I'll keep learning. I know that. So, but we had fun tonight. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Well, if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to us. Eric's really good at that too. He's also good at thinking outside of the box, especially when it comes to getting electric and water in different places too. He had to do that for us where he had to move some electricity around, kind of think outside of the box about how to get water in places that we didn't really have access to. And so, if you have any questions, always reach out because we're here.
Always.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you.
All right. Well, if you're in the chat still and you haven't had a chance to check them out, Eric and Candice with Gagne Farms, go over and check them out. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, whatever else they got out there. Hey, who likes good homesteaders from the state of Michigan?
That are fun and make us laugh.
Yeah,
Farmers' wives do.
And farmers do too. Everybody have a great night. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much again. Seriously, thank you.
Night,
you
everybody.
guys.
See you guys.
See
Bye,
ya.
everybody.